You said a murder happened. I picked up the book. I want a murder to happen. They're fictional characters anyway. Fictional characters anyway. In this moment, I do wish I had a selfie stick, but I don't. Anyway, hey, what's up, you guys? It's Sketchbooks and Bookbooks, also known as Logan. That's how we're gonna do that now, I guess. Anyway, I wanted to film a reading vlog, I guess, for the first time, because first of all, it's been a morning, it's been a day. I work night shift, and I tried, like, I just got off. I got off at like 6 a.m. It's now like 9. I tried for hours to go to sleep, and sleep was not coming. Sleep was not coming. Sleep was like, no, how about not? So I was like, okay, screw that idea, I guess. We'll just be up against our will. And I have a book that I've been reading for like, oh my gosh, like it's way too long for me, because it's less than 30, not 30 pages, it's less than 300 pages. And if it's less than 300 pages, I'm like, oh, that's a quick read, that's easy. So tell me why it's going slower than like grandma on Novocaine. I don't know. It's just, I don't even know what Novocaine is. I'm sorry. Anyway, but before I do read and stuff, I wanted to show like my bathroom, which it's a weird flex, but like, look at that. Look at that. I did that. Yeah. Now I know you're like, this is a booktube channel. You're like, oh my gosh, I thought we loved books. What is this? Sacrilege? I don't know. But it's Gone with the Wind. It is Gone with the Wind. Oh my gosh, it looks so much better on camera too. Look at that. And I wanted it to be haphazard. I did this years ago. But it's Gone with the Wind. It's like a book that it was falling apart. It's falling apart, and the library was giving it away. And I like got it from them, and then I kid myself for a few weeks. I was like, oh, maybe I'll read it. And I was like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because like, you see the print on those pages, bruh. Nah, Margaret. No. No, Miss Mitchell. I ain't doing it. It's too long. And it was like chapter and then Roman numerals. I ain't one for Roman numerals. So yeah, we never read that, but dude, it's crazy. I love it though. I do love this. This is my bathroom. And now you've seen that. Okay, so bathroom flex over. And I have it's a startling cut there. 1 minute you're in a bathroom, next minute there's alcohol. Who can you trust? What? Sorry. This is sangria. And I know I told you it was morning. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. I have seen intervention, and I'm strong anti-alcoholism, anti-drugs. My anti-drug, or inebriation, whatever sentiments go back to the 80s era, where, like every sitcom had a brother who was recovering from drugs. So, for drug addiction. So don't worry about me. Don't. Plus, it's that time of the month. So I feel like everything I do cannot be held, against me. I'm free of all accountability at this moment. So this is sangria, box wine, because we pour. And yeah, so and this is how I'm coping as well. Because I feel like I wanted to be asleep. And then, my body said no. I've already talked about that. But yeah, so I'm reading Eileen by Otessa Moshfegh. Moshfegh. Don't know how to say her name. I don't know how to say it. Okay. But it's super dark. Super messed up. Don't really, I just wanted to, honestly, it's because like I kept hearing about, my year of rest and relaxation. That's her like magnum opus or whatever. Okay. And then, but this was her first book, and I wanted to read her first book. So I am. And so I told you it's 272 pages long. It is, and I'm on page 156. And oh my gosh, it wouldn't be so bad if the chapters weren't so freaking long. Okay, the chapters are so long, and even if you feel like you're getting somewhere, it's like, ugh. And I'm one of those people, like, I want to have a good stopping point when I stop reading, okay? So when the next future me ain't picking it up, like, oh heck, where are we? In the middle of a scene. Don't know what's going on. Can't remember. Then you have to backspace. You have to backpedal and read the last few pages just to catch yourself up. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So I try to read every chapter, but these chapters are long and they go by the days, like just everything that happens in Eileen's day. And this Eileen is like, I guess I should tell you what the book is about. Like a mentally messed up, a disturbed young woman in a small town with an alcoholic father. Uh, it's the way I held it up, like alcoholic father, like it's charming. It's not, but yeah, super alcoholic father. Okay, like literally, like can't if he doesn't have a drink, it's debilitating. Okay. So yeah, alcoholic father. She works at a prison for boys. It's a school for boys, but it's a prison. There is like, usual corruption as there is with government bills, government things. Because, I don't know. Corruption is everywhere. And then there's like a girl comes named Rebecca, and she's like the psychiatrist for this place. It's called Moorhead, by the way. So she's the new psychiatrist for Moorhead, and then somehow Eileen gets roped into a murder. And I don't know who they kill yet. I'm like, who died? Who dies? I just want to know. Tell me who dies. Ugh. Like, I am more than halfway through. I'm like, head should be rolling. Things should be happening. It should be popping off. But it's not. So anyway, I'm just going to try to finish it today. I want to finish it. So let's just read. Let's just read. I'm going to do, like, when I come back, though, I'm going to give you, like, maybe 3 sentences that I was like, yeah, that's... Or maybe just one sentence where I was like, oh yeah, that was a good one. That was a winner right there. I want to do that. But anyway, yeah, so we're going to read now. I'm going to read. So, it is now 1:41 in the afternoon, and I just proved I can't be trusted because I watched, like, I read 8 pages. I read literally 8 pages. I got to page 170. I have a headache that won't leave me alone. I'm sure you can guess why. And then I just watched Lizzo's Big Girls with my sister, so that was fun. Yeah. And so life is a struggle, and I am gonna take a nap. That's what I'm gonna do. Or just pass. Who knows? I'm just gonna sleep though. I'm gonna sleep because I was reading and I was like, I don't care about any of this. And Otessa's like a good author. She is, but her descriptions be so long and drawn out. And then Eileen is like she just be rambling and talking about all sorts of stuff that don't really, I'm like, ain't nobody care about this. She's an art house writer though. Like it's literature, it's literature. That's what Eileen is. And I'm so just not. I'm like, who died, bruh? I don't know. And it was interesting in the beginning, but we went from page 162 to page 170. So I have, what is that, 102 pages left. And okay, honestly, it was on me to be like, oh, we gonna finish the book today. We're probably not. We're probably not gonna finish the book today. I just know I don't want to read it no more. I don't want to read that book no more. I want to be done. but I can be done with consciousness. So I'm going to sleep. And we will check in later. I don't admit defeat. I don't do it. I'm not going to. But for now, I'm gonna pass out. Okay. Well, told you I wasn't a quitter. So we're back. Round 2. We're doing it, you know. Um a lot of things have happened. It's like 4 now, and my cat woke me up because I guess she was hungry. Side note, she eats too fast, and then she eats too fast, you know, and cats throw up, and she's been eating out of an egg carton. And my mom got me this other thing that she was like, hey, she might be able to eat out of that, but no, because I heard the like that. You know, she was about to throw up. And then so I had to clean that up, and now we're ready to read. Which ironically is funny because, like, you know, the last scene where I left Eileen was like, well, not where the last part I left Eileen was like, but she went drinking the night before, and then she blacked out, and then she wakes up, and it's like, it's winter too, and so she's in her car, and then there's just vomit frozen in the seat next to her. So I was like, art imitates life. Crazy. Um, yeah, so we're gonna try reading again now. We're gonna try reading again, so. Okay. I found a sentence I want to share because it took me out. It took me all the way out. Okay, so I had the vague notion that bearing arms was in poor taste. Unless you were terribly wealthy, hunting was for the brutish lower class, uncivilized country folk, primitive types, people who are dumb and callous and ugly. I don't know why that's so funny. Imagine calling somebody primitive. Like, you primitive beast. I don't know why that's hilarious to me. That is so funny. Want to call somebody a primitive fool, and then chances are they wouldn't even know what primitive means, and I'd be like, exactly. You no good caveman. Guess evolution skipped you, huh? It's a joke. Oh my gosh. That is so funny. I can't. Okay, more reading. Okay. I'm getting excited because she said it's like she just left Moorhead for the last time, like, you know, and so now somebody about to, you know, it's about to, it's about to go down. It's about to go down. I'm getting super, I'm like, it's around that I'm getting excited, but yeah, this is what this is what I've been building towards. I deserve this. You said a murder happened. I picked up the book. I want a murder to happen. They're fictional characters anyway. Okay. And then also I just found out like the girl is also on her period and she committed a murder. So I'm doing so well in comparison. So well. But here's the thing too, which really sucks with like, cause I'm on my period, and then also it's like the pollen is attacking me personally this year. I feel like I really can only breathe 5% of my day. 5% of my day, both nostrils are mine. It's like I'm sharing, I just don't know what it is. I'm like, pick a struggle. We can't be suffering like this. Like, my body can't be causing me so much discomfort and inconvenience. All at once. Pick a struggle. And stick to it. But that's not the point. She about to kill something. She about to, you know, so I'm gonna read. Okay, update. We are on page 196. Yeah, 196 of 272. I feel it's happening. But anyway, so I just had to share this because I guess this murder goes down on Christmas. I'm a Jehovah's Witness, studying, soon to be baptized. So I'm like, sorry for all but that Christmas ain't got no basis in the Bible. Okay, I'm like, that's a pagan. There's a lot of pagan things. That ain't true. That's not a religious thing. Christmas to me. Okay. But even I gawked at this. But I'm still respectful. Like, I don't be saying, I don't go around just like, poking holes in people's things. Like, when I'm not trying to do that. I'm just saying right now. But in this, oh my gosh. Like, Eileen, she was driving to Rebecca's, which is her friend, right? I told you. She's driving to Rebecca's because they're about to like drink together, I guess. And she got a bottle of wine, and it was just in the bag from the liquor store. She's like, oh my gosh, I gotta, it looks so like unpleasant. Like, I have to decorate it somehow. And then like she's like passes Bayer Street. She sees this nativity scene with, Mary and Joseph and, Jesus, baby Jesus. Um, and she like walks up to it, and she steals the blanket that is holding baby, that's supposed to be baby Jesus, and that's what she wraps her ride in. It's the blanket she steals from the nativity scene. I'm like, me and I'm just like, the disrespect. Like, go. Like, go. Oh my gosh. That took me out. This book is wild. I don't know how I'm gonna rate this. Because I'm like, yeah, it's good, but I didn't enjoy it. Oh my gosh. Even still, like, I mean, there's so many pages left, so I just like, ugh. And who really got? Still, I'm like, who gonna die? Who gonna die? Still, do not know. Way too much, so much imagery. It's good, but dang. Okay. I do have to say though, like, Otessa Moshfegh, whatever, she's very successful in conveying the disturbance, like how disturbed Eileen is. And it's the way that she'll write something as callous and weird and just disrespectful as, like taking Jesus's blanket from a church's nativity scene, as they doing their churchy thing inside, and you just snatch up that blanket because, he that's it's fake anyway. Snatch up that blanket, and then she just goes on to the next scene. Like, she acts like it's no big deal. And that really conveys just the mental illness there. It's like, you ain't you ain't right. You ain't right. Really, I wrapped the wine in Jesus' blanket. It felt appropriate. I consulted the map and drove on. She's really good at that. She'll just give you something that's so disgusting and like messed up, and then she'll just move on to the next scene, and you like, okay, you're like, this is what we do it. Okay. So she's really good at that. So I'll probably give this 3 stars, maybe. Yeah, I guess 3. I did it. I did it. I succeeded. Was I multitasking? It's gonna be weird to see that because those are the clips that I'm gonna edit later. Nada. Anyway, but yeah, I finished it. And also, this is just, you can't be trusted. You can't trust Goodreads, because I thought it just told me the whole time. I had this hardcover edition. It's 272. It's 260. It's 260 pages. And you're like, yeah, you can't trust Goodreads, but also, why didn't you check? Why didn't you just open the book, turn to the last page, and look for yourself? And I can't tell you why I didn't do that, but I didn't. I just took Goodreads for its word. I trusted it as a website. Bad move. But anyway, yeah, so I finished it, and you know what? I was giving Otessa some, like, girl, all this imagery. Oh my gosh, get to the point. But at the end of the day, keep my girl Otessa's name out your mouth. She did that. She did that. I'm satisfied. Like, oh, was it? I'm like, it was worth it though. It was worth it though. The depravity, I'm like, it's wrong to be like, it's refreshing, that level of depravity that we went there. It's depravity, I don't know, whatever. But I'm, it's messed up, real messed up. Um, Do not read this book if you have it's sexual abuse, child abuse. Just it's dark. It's dark. Okay. But I don't know, bruh. I was like, I would love to see this as a movie at the same. I would love to. I would love to. Oh my gosh, I would. I'm like this. It reminded me of like, I'm like, is this like the women's Fight Club? But it's not at the same. Because I'm like, what is Fight Club anyway? Um, I've watched the movie and that's it. And then like I feel Chuck Palahniuk. I don't know how to say his last name. I don't know how to say that. Um, but the author of Fight Club. I tried to read like one of his other books. I was like, male writers, especially when they're white, off-putting. They are off-putting. I'm like, it's just like so many of them are just. Is it the misogyny that's making me just? I guess, but yeah, because they just don't know how to write female characters. It's like a man when they write women, if she's not funny, then she's not likable. She has to be funny, and then, but the only way they're funny is if they're just being downright judgmental and mean to everybody else. That's their way of funny. And I'm like, I guess that makes sense because that's what men think is funny. But anyway, point is, I don't want to read Fight Club, but like, this made me think of that because, oh my gosh, there's a line that I freaking loved that it was like, idealism without consequences is like the dream of spoiled children or spoiled brats or something. That was a really good line. And then like it reminded me of Fight Club because Eileen was like, with Rebecca, she's like, I just met her in a really bad time in my life, you know? And then at the end of it, I'm pretty sure like at the end of Fight Club, you know, or at least the movie. And he's like, I just met you at a really strange time in my life or whatever. Um, yeah. Gosh, but I wish this got turned into a movie. I'm like, Netflix made a film from like about, you know, I'm thinking of ending things by Ian Reed or whatever. No, that book, hated it. Hated it. The movie still was like, why did y'all I mean, I just didn't understand it, I guess. What was the point? I still I'm like, why do things like that get picked up for movies? But, you know, like this, it doesn't, you know? Well, this, I mean, it's really dark. Who would want to read this? But, I mean, who would want to watch this? But, I mean, gosh, it's good. So good. I'm gonna have to let my cat in soon. She's literally pawing under the door. Yeah. Because we would hold the door open for her and she is not coming in. But yeah, anyway, so I'm probably gonna give it no, I'm like 4 stars because I'm like that ending was so satisfying. Or should I just do 3 because it was so long? I'm gonna have to ruminate. I'm gonna have to let it. I'm gonna think about it. I have to think about it because I don't know. But yeah, I did it. Put like a plaza anyway. But yeah, thank you for watching. This has been a reading vlog. Let me know if you liked it. And you know, go read a book, have some thoughtsy watsies, and I'll catch you next time.